Hello, welcome to Dream Big and Succeed with Sunday Ezekiel. I want to appreciate every one of you who has been watching our previous videos, our previous broadcast. I know you are really having a good time learning from what we are giving out from here. Please share the videos on your social media platforms to your people, and they will thank you that you really like them by sharing with them. Like our videos, comment so that we can get feedbacks, and also share. Thank you. All right, today our focus is going to be on personal growth strategies for successful people. Personal growth strategies for successful people. In other words, these are the strategies that successful people engages in order to grow, which has eventually led to their successes in business, in career, in different areas of their lives. So we're going to focus on that. Let me begin by reading out a thought that came to me a few years ago while working on one of my books. This is that thought. Please listen carefully and follow. In all my studies over the years, I have come to understand the power inherent in books. Books are the revealers of who we are to us. Books help us discover how ignorant we have been. Books take us out of darkness into light. Books connect us to the next generation. Books help us to know that we do not know as much as we thought, as we think we know. Books bring out the best in us. What more can I say about the power of books? I am what I am through the book or the influence of the books I have read. I will be what I am ought to be through the influence of the books I am reading now and the ones I am yet to read. The more books I read, the more books I discover I need to read. My life is partly a product of books, and this is the legacy I am leaving for my children and the generations after me. End of quote. Okay? Go back to that and read it again and again and listen to it again and again. Now, Stephen Harcovey, in his book, Principle-Centered Leadership, wrote, "An empowered organization is one in which individuals have the knowledge, skill, desire, and opportunity to personally succeed in a way that leads to collective organizational success." In other words, the success of the individuals that makes up an organization will eventually lead to the success of the entire organization. That's why personal growth is important. Wherever you find yourself, wherever you're working, whether you own a business or you work in a business, you work with someone, you need to develop yourself. You need to grow. The most surpassing quality of wisdom is the capacity to learn. The wise recognize that they do not know everything, but are actually in need of gaining more knowledge. Continuous improvement, which comes by continuous learning, is one of the key ingredients in the making of successful people. Let me say that again. Continuous improvement, which comes by continuous learning, is one of the key ingredients in the making of successful people. Now, let's look at what self-cultivation means. What is the meaning of self-cultivation? The concept of self-cultivation means continuous self-improvement and self-transcendence. It is the aspiration to realize our higher self, and it includes all activities that improves awareness and identity, develop talents and potential, build human capital, enhance quality of life, and contribute to the realization of dreams and aspirations. Self-cultivation is a passion for personal development, and successful people possess a desire and commitment to gain knowledge and insight and to keep improving themselves by learning from other people. See, there is power in learning, power in self-cultivation. Let's look at another concept here, the concept of self-improvement. Self-improvement involves the improvement of self-awareness, self-knowledge, building or renewing identity, developing strength or talent, proving wealth. It takes into account spiritual development, identifying or improving potential, improving health, and social abilities. So, to be successful, we must possess the ability to transcend our negative qualities, which is part of the process of self-improvement. We all have negative qualities, such as pride, anger, and doubt. But through a commitment to self-improvement, we make conscious effort to reduce and minimize these qualities by focusing on the positive aspects of life in order to become successful. All right? Now, the truth of life is that there are going to be tough times as you go about changing your life. You see, there are going to be tough times, but you need to brace yourself as you will be able to handle them through a process of committed learning. Just as when you get into the seat of an airplane, the first thing they tell you to do is to fasten your seatbelt. In other words, you must brace yourself for the turbulence. As you begin to pursue your goal and decide to move your life to the next level of accomplishment, you must fasten your mental and spiritual seatbelts through self-improvement, because it is going to be a while before you reach that comfortable level again. Although you will reach it, but you must endure the turbulence of change in order to grow and achieve your desired success. Okay? Personal growth is not an option for leaders. It is essential for guaranteeing an ongoing success in the long term. Leaders who will be most effective and will impact the most people to accomplish the greatest projects are those who are continually expanding their personal strength, horizon, and sphere through commitment to self-improvement. I love the way Benjamin Disraeli, former British Prime Minister, put it. He said, to be conscious that we are ignorant of the fact is a great step forward to knowledge. To be conscious that we are ignorant of the fact is a great step forward to knowledge. In other words, you must admit that there are things you don't know. So when you admit that there are things you don't know, that you are ignorant of some things, then you will be willing to learn and to improve. Okay? In his book, Success Principle, How to Get From Where You Are to Where You Want to Be, Jack Canfield noted, it takes time to become a master. You need to practice, and practice over and over again, honing your skills through constant use and refinement. It will take years of commitment to constant, never-ending improvement to gain depth of experience that produces expertise, insight, and wisdom. Every book you read, every class you take, every experience you have is another building block in your career and your life. This will prepare you for your big break, which is on the way. You shortchange yourself by not being prepared. You see, you shortchange yourself by not being prepared. In other words, preparation is for success. Preparation to achieve great results in life is what self-cultivation, self-improvement is all about. Okay? Research has shown that in the world of professional baseball, the margin of greatness is only one more hit out of 20. Therefore, to go from good to great, all you need is a little extra bit of performance as you engage in daily improvement through a commitment to continuous learning. Now, let's look at the personal growth strategies right now. Let's look at it point by point. How do you prepare yourself to grow? Number one, set a personal goal to be the best leader you can be. Leaders who want to become better at what they do find the time and resources they need to grow and commit to them. Secondly, identify your personal strength as a leader. True leaders know what they know what they do best and build on that strength to become more effective. They also identify their limits and take steps to compensate for personal weaknesses. Number 3, what to do for personal growth. Study the lives of great leaders in various disciplines for both inspiration and insight into the task of leading people. Subject yourself to other people, other leaders who can help you see better. This is important. Subject yourself to other leaders who can help you see better. Check some of my teachings on mentorship or getting coach for your business and for whatever you want to achieve in life. It's important to have a mentor and to have a coach who can help you. Okay? Then the last point here is take periodic inventories to identify progress and plot personal growth strategies for continued growth. Take inventory. Check where you are in the last 1 month to where you are now. Have you really grown? Have you learned something new? It's important to take inventory on a periodical basis to really see whether you are growing or not. Because if you commit yourself to self-improvement, to self-cultivation, and you put everything into learning, personal growth, you are going to grow and it will show from time to time. So take inventory. All right, let's quickly look at the concept of continuous learning. Concept of continuous learning as I begin to bring this teaching to a close. I'll start with the word of Jack Welch, former CEO of General Electric. He said, "Our behavior is driven by a fundamental core belief, the desire and the ability of an organization to continually learn from any source, anywhere, and to rapidly convert this learning into action is its ultimate competitive advantage." Learning from everything, from everywhere, and convert the learning to action. Very, very important. Learning simply means the process of acquiring knowledge. Hence, continuous learning is the process of acquiring knowledge continuously without consideration for quitting or stopping. All leaders need to sharpen the saw, so to say, through continuous learning and renewal, adopt best practices, and create a knowledge management database of lessons learned, whether good or bad. I love the theme of the Morris Mill School. They said, "Learning today, leading tomorrow." Howard Hendricks put it this way: "If you stop learning today, you stop leading tomorrow." And John Wooden, who is a one-time UCLA basketball coach, admitted, "If I am true learning, I am true." That means a leader of today was a learner yesterday, and the potential leader of tomorrow is a committed learner today. Also, a leader today becomes a great leader tomorrow because the more he learns, the more he expands his leadership horizon to accommodate people who will keep drawing from our base of knowledge. People who have more information have a tremendous advantage over people who do not. Let me say that again. People who have more information have a tremendous advantage over those who do not, especially when they put the information to practical use. Because there is no use gathering information that you're not going to use, that you're going to put to work. Just the habit of reading 1 hour a day, attending classes and other training programs can substantially increase your level of success in life. 1 hour a day to read will do a lot. It will go a long way to improve the rate of your success in life. Okay, let me close by this statement made by Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy is a great sales person that we all know, who has taught us the power of goal setting, who has taught us the power of selling, marketing, and all that. And he is the chief learning officer at iLearning Global International. He said, the greatest success principle in history is learn from the experts. You will never live long enough to learn it all by yourself. Let me say it again. The greatest success principle in history is learn from the experts. You will never live long enough to learn it all by yourself. This is very important. Let's remove pride and submit to learning from other people. And one very important aspect of learning is ability to listen, ability to subject ourselves to listening to other people when they talk. You see, the more we listen, the more we learn. The more we talk, the less we learn. So it's important for us to learn the principle of listening. I believe in my subsequent broadcast, I'm going to talk so much about this principle and power of listening. And just be expectant. Be expectant. Okay, I'm going to stop today. And please don't forget to keep liking, to keep sharing, and to also comment so that we can learn from your feedbacks in order to improve in what we are doing. And I believe that you are learning a lot from here. And we need you to be part of what we are doing by helping us to spread what we're teaching across the globe. Thank you very much for joining us today. Until I come your way again next time, don't forget to dream big and succeed. Cheers.